Is my mic back on? Let me know when my mic's back on. Let me know when my mic is back on. Okay, we're back on. Cool. So right now we are kicking off this race. Sorry for all those technical issues. Grand Hero versus Elpis here. So this first stage is Metal Man. This is a really difficult stage in terms of just RNG. You can see these different driller things coming down from the ground, these moles. You know, they can do a decent bit of damage, and we need at least 5 pellets of damage to do this glitch on the first boss to get him stuck in a wall and make him easy to kill. Elpis coming off to an early lead, but down to 2 pellets apart. He may have to take an intentional death against the boss to reset the fight if he does not get any drops here on these enemies coming up. So we'll see, keep an eye on his health here. Still no health. This is pretty important for him. He's probably going to have to take a death if he does not get let's see. Yep, he is going to probably have to take an intentional death. He can possibly pull off the glitch if he is able to pull off getting hit by Metal Man's blade instead of Metal Man's body himself, but it is very difficult to do, and I don't even know if there's a consistent setup for it. It seems pretty much hit or miss to me, so let's see. He's probably going to take... Oh, he's not going to do the glitch. He's going to go ahead and just do this straight up, which I am impressed by, both with the fact that he only has 2 pellets, but also just that he even knows how to do this fight. I haven't done this fight in a real way in a while. Here on the left side of the screen, we see Grand Hero doing the glitch, getting Metal Man stuck in the wall. So really nice fight by Elpis, going ahead and recovering from, you know, not getting any health drops. Nothing that he can really do about that. And Grand Hero able to catch up a decent bit of time from that because of being able to do that glitch. So you're able to get Metal Man stuck into the left wall there. You can actually get him stuck in all kinds of different locations on the screen if you want, and he can get unstuck. So you have to really, you know, coordinate your movement to go ahead and shoot your buster to the left and the right way, and not move too far left or not do your movement in a way that gets him unstuck. It's a really cool comparison. You can see how much time that strat saves between Elpis having to do the fight straight up and Granin being able to do the glitch. But very impressive by Elpis, just even being prepared enough in the tournament to be able to do that fight straight up. I don't know how to do that. Here we kind of see the power of Metal Man's attack here. It's a really powerful weapon in this game, just like it is in Mega Man 2. So this game, as I said before, released in 1991 in Japan, 92 in the US. It is a mashup of Mega Man 2 on the NES and Mega Man 3 on the NES, ported to the Game Boy. So it's got Robot Masters from both games, so it's a bit of a weird thing. That's how the Game Boy games work. Mega Man 1, Dr. Wily's Revenge for Game Boy is a mashup of 1 and 2, etc. So Mega Man 5 Game Boy is the only one that's actually a unique title. Here Elpis having a little bit of issues here. Both runners opting to do the bottom route. You can do a top route there and not use Rush Marine. It saves about 3 seconds. However, you do have to have taken exactly like the exact amount of damage you have to take is really small up to that point. So you have to be very careful. Both runners opting to lose the 3 seconds, take the safe route, and we'll see how quickly Woodman goes down with that metal blade. Still pretty close race, but Elpis taking a good sizable lead already at this point. Lots of support for Granin in the chat. I see lots of bat emotes. I don't know what the bat emote means. Somebody can tell me. But everybody calling 1-800 Marine, making sure that they've got a safe way through. And Woodman goes down. Still close enough race, obviously, but we are rolling along. I've got some direct messages here. You're on. Cool. I am on the internet. I'm on the internet live with all you wonderful people, and that's all I ever asked for. Elpis starting off Airman stage here, which involves a lot of precise movement. It'll be interesting to see what these runners do. So there is one decent time save in this stage. You need a small weapon upgrade drop to basically refill your leaf shield enough to have enough hits for the boss. If you don't, it forces you to do 2 additional menus, which lose you about 3 or 4 seconds. Oh, unfortunately, Granin taking a death on the... I don't know what they are. I probably should have looked up all of the enemy names for Mega Man 2 before. Here we see Elpis getting that drop, so really good luck for him. Just kind of extending his lead there as Granin takes the unfortunate death in the beginning of Airman stage here. Some pretty bumpin' music in Airman stage. I really do love the music to this game. The sound design is terrible when it comes to the tones and the pitch that they decided to use for the songs, but the songs themselves are really good. You can go listen to the remastered music. I think that's what we had waiting over the break there, so it's pretty good. Granin opting to wait to switch to the Leaf Shield so he doesn't even have to worry about it, using the Buster at this point, and probably will switch over to the Leaf Shield here in a second. Elpis on the Airman fight, going ahead and just doing quick work with him. You can see there, the patterns can be very different depending on the different shots that Airman gives you, and so sometimes you can get that second hit in very much quicker, but the initial Leaf Shield shot will actually hit him twice, and then if you get up close to him, you can just have your shield tap him and you're good to go. So Elpis taking about a half level lead at this point. Really strong performance from him. Granin was keeping pace, but unfortunately died in the beginning of the level, and then a little bit of slow strategies in the middle there, using the Buster instead of the Leaf Shield. That enemy is called Madface Driller. Yeah, that's good to know. Okay, here we're going to see a lot of use of the Rush Jet by Elpis here on the right to just traverse these different ladders. We just got it at the Airman stage by beating him, so now we're going to be able to utilize that Rush upgrade, and so it'll allow us to move through this level much quicker. You can see a lot of moving platforms that you'd normally have to wait for in an intended way, but luckily Rush Jet will just take us right there. And here we'll be picking up at least one of our... not yet, but in this stage we'll be picking up at least one of our E-Tanks that we need. E-Tanks are important for a couple of different points, one in Needleman stage and one in Dr. Wily, the Dr. Wily fight. So I believe World Record still gets 2 E-Tanks. I'm not sure. I know Endy has pushed this time to the limit recently, and so I haven't seen which his newest strats, but for the most part, World Record has always gotten 2. Some of these runners may opt to get more than 2 E-Tanks just for safety's sake, so we'll see kind of how they approach that. That extra E-Tank can definitely come in handy, and some of them are only a couple seconds out of the way, so... Elpis entering the hardest fight of the game, which is this Clashman fight. Unlike Mega Man 2 or 3 or whichever game Clashman's in, I think he's in 2, yeah. The Airbuster, or the Air, I think it's called the Airbuster. The air attack does is his weakness, but even if you use the entire tank full of it, you do not kill him. So you have to get that one shot in with Rush Jet, and a really nice kill by Elpis. Really hard fight. You can see his health was getting low. That's you know, you got to really take a lot of intentional damage there to kill him quickly. If not, you can kind of just kite him around the stage, but that takes a lot more time. So really good kill by him. Moving on to the second half of Mega Man 2 Game Boy, which is the Mega Man 3 bosses. So we'll see Magnet Man, Hard Man, Top Man, and Needle Man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hero definitely has some major support. Lots of bats putting up there. Let's see how he does on this fight. I'm expecting him to take it a bit safer. Yeah, you can see you can take this fight a decent bit safer. Clashman's little projectiles there, his Clash Bombs, actually only do 2 damage, but his body does 4. So you got to be careful. Oh, and unfortunately, taking the body hit instead of taking the hit from the projectile, really hurting Granin. Also down to 0 lives, so he's going to maybe take an intentional game over. We'll see what strategy he decides to take going into the next, the next level. But this is best of 3, so even if he loses this match, he is still in it. Very big discrepancy in lives here, as Elpis on the right having 6 lives, so picking up a lot of extra lives, thinking this is Mega Man 5 on the NES, just picking up extra lives left and right. He's going through Magnet Man stage right now, so Pretty decent movement going on for him. We see Granin realizing he's down to his last life. If he dies, he has to redo this whole stage. He can pick up some extra E-tanks later, so smart call on his case. Getting another extra life on Elpis's screen, just kind of trying to rub it into Granin. The Granin is down to 0, and Elpis is just getting extra life drops every single step of the way. Unbelievable. Going for those max 9 lives. I believe he's doing a max 9 lives run. It's going to be a new category. Look for it on speedrun.com. It's going to be real fun. Here, Elpis will be entering into the Magnet Man fight. About a full level ahead now due to the death on both the beginning of Airman stage and on the Clash fight for Granin. So Granin has a lot of work to do to catch up on this first match, but we are best 2 of 3, so no worries there. Here, let's see how Elpis's fight goes. You can actually kite Magnet Man by taking intentional damage there and get him to go over to the right and kill him quickly. That was a very quick, very quick Magnet Man fight. I actually did not know you could even kill him that quickly. I thought he usually got to the top of the screen, so great kill by Elpis. And here we see Granin starting off the beginning of Magnet Man stage, 1 stage behind. The fastest strategy for that room is to kill a lot of those different magnets, but it takes some pretty precise metal blade shots. Going ahead, grabbing this extra E-tank. I don't blame him after all the deaths. He's decided not to reset his life counter by getting continues. Hopefully, he'll get a bit of Elpis's luck and get some drops. Here we have Hardman stage. Not the bees! Everybody. Favorite actor, Nick Cage. Homage to him there in the game, not the bees. Hardman stage, probably the easiest stage. Oh, struggling a bit to get on Rush Coil there. That is kind of actually an awkward position. I've been there many times, but Hardman stage, a lot of just sliding, a very easy stage for the most part. A lot of the strats involving just using Rush Coil to get up to ladders. Luckily, you can get hit and not actually get knocked off ladders and such in this game, so that's really nice. So a lot of it is just, it actually boosts you up the ladder a decent bit, so kind of cool. How you all enjoying this game so far? I'm sure many of you very new to the Mega Man 2 speedrun. It is a pretty underrun game, but it has gotten a lot of attention because of this tournament. So we've gotten a lot of people getting PBs, a lot of people adding their runs to the leaderboard. It's been a lot of fun, so I've been really excited to see this. Here we've got the Hardman fight. Pretty easy. He's trying to sit on you, but it just doesn't work. So we got both of our runners here in different fights, about exactly a level behind at this point. Granin messing up the fight a little bit. Maybe his strategy's a little slower, but still solid fight. Able to clear him out, no deaths, and Granin's moving on to Hardman stage. Now, the really cool thing about Hardman is that you get this hard knuckle, and the hard knuckle is what really breaks this game. So you're going to finally see some really cool glitches outside of just that first Metal Man glitch. You're going to see some out-of-bounds glitches from Elpis here. I do not know if Granin does them all yet, or any of them yet. Some people haven't learned them. Some of them are very free. Some of them are frame perfect. So this first one, let's see if Elpis goes for it. He may decide race-wise just to preserve his hard knuckle ammo, which is pretty limited, and not go for it. But this coming up. Oh, he got it! Oh my gosh, Elpis with the frame perfect hard knuckle clip there, going out of bounds and skipping about a screen and a half. It doesn't save a ton of time, but probably like a good 5-6 seconds. And then the second one, much more free, easy to set up with the ladders. Unbelievable, very good job. Saving his, I actually have not seen this strat, saving his metal blade here to use the leaf shield. That's a pretty interesting strategy. I like it. I may actually implement that, and getting a small item drop to boot, which he needs to help him get some more of those screen wraps later on. So really getting good luck, filled with lives, 7 lives, extra lucky here with his 7 lucky lives, his energy refills, and things are just turning up. All things Millhouse for Elpis over here on the right. Really nice top man kill, and he is just rolling. Very, very nice start to the second round for Elpis here. Here we've got Granin on Magnet Man. Nice clean kill there, nothing to worry about. Didn't get sat on, so that's good to see. hoping for Grannon's, mental state that he's able to just get an extra life drop. If Elpis could just share one with him, that'd be really nice. I don't want him stressed out about that, but really, going bold here, he could definitely just take a quick game over, and that would, refill his lives to the 2 or 3 that you default with. But going ahead and just pushing forward, a lot of respect for that. Starting out on Hardman stage, it'll be interesting to see if he does the clips. Here we've got I like that strategy by Elpis. I'm seeing all these things on Elpis' screen. I'm like, I like these strats. I'm going to implement these into my RTA attempts. But we'll see if Grannon goes for these wraps. Meanwhile, again, another nice drop. You really like to get a small rush jet drop there if you can, and really nice job by Elpis getting that. Elpis is a Needleman stage. This is one of the harder stages. He's going to go ahead and use one of his E-tanks coming up. Getting good RNG on these Crusher needles too, so... Whoa! Okay. I was not aware that this screen wrap even existed, so not having to get the extra E-tank. Wow. Okay. This is really cool. I want to learn this. Cool. Yeah. Skipping a lot of that Crusher section with that hard knuckle clip. Really cool strat. That must be new. Oh, you posted it in the Discord. That is a really cool strat. Guess who's gonna put that into their PB attempts coming up soon? Your boy John Carls, because holy heck, that section takes a lot of damage. It's one of the reasons why you get an additional E-tank. Elpis skipping an additional E-tank and still moving on. Really nice time. I like it quite a bit. It doesn't skip the Crushers, no, but you seem like you can maneuver around them a bit faster. I don't know, really nice. Grannon getting the 2-cycle on Top Man. Top Man's actually a pretty tough fight. Unfortunately, very low on the hard knuckle. There is a place he can get a refill, though, in Wily stage. And Elpis going ahead to fight Quint. Quint is future Mega Man. If you are new to the Mega Man 2 Game Boy lore, it has a lot to do with time travel and a bunch of weird stuff. But that fight's so quick that it's already over, so you don't even need to worry about it. Grannon now entering into Needleman stage, and Elpis going to be heading into the Wily stage. So Grannon doing the same strategy of preserving Metal Blade. I was not aware of this this great concern for Metal Blade. I don't normally run out, but it's interesting. I like it. I like seeing this new tech being added. Whether world record strat optimal or just race tech, it's cool to see new strategies being used in this game that I have never seen done in, I've been running this game for a couple years, so really cool to see. Let's see how Wily stage goes for Elpis. He's going to go ahead and try for one more wrap here. Okay, he misses one, so not... Whoa! Okay, so he misses one and then gets one on the next screen, which I didn't even know existed either. Holy heck, Elpis is just on fire, and I am terrified of the fact that he got the 6th seed, and now I have to face him in the next round if I win, because I don't think I'm making it out alive of that round the way this guy's playing. So he's hitting frame-perfect wraps like they're no big deal. So unbelievable job by Elpis there, getting that wrap on the second try. Frame-perfect wraps, not easy. They're a lot easier. The ones with the ones that you're on a ladder, they're actually pretty free, but the ones where you're falling are very, very difficult to pull off. So awesome job. Elpis is going to be heading into the Wily fight. Wow, with the confidence to take 2 hits from the Crusher. Oh my gosh. This guy is just playing with confidence right now. That is crazy. Those Crushers do a lot of damage, and most people wait for them. Nice fight by Grannon, still holding on to that last life. The fight for Needleman's very scary. You have to really get up in on him and use that top attack. And bosses generally do 4 pellets of damage for getting up on them. So if you hit their bodies instead of their projectiles. Yeah, sub 20 definitely incoming as long as no mistakes made. Here we're going to use Rush Jet to go ahead and make quick work of the first phase of Wily. Okay, good job by him. And then we're going to go ahead and use the Sakugarne which is the pogo stick that we picked up from future Mega Man Quint. And this will do quick damage on the second phase. We're going to take a decent bit of damage from it, and we're hoping for no soft locks, because that's Granin's chance to get back in this. He's moving left. Okay. He is kind of lucky that he didn't pull off the Sakugarne kill. If you kill Wily phase 2 all the way to the right, the game soft locks, he leaves the screen and never comes back. And, yeah, so you don't want that. Luckily, that didn't happen, so now he's on the last phase. He should be good to go. He's got plenty of health. He's going to go ahead and take the victory here in the first matchup against Granin. Granin going ahead and heading into Wily, so a really solid time. Looks like a 1945, 1946 by Elpis. Only 5 or 6 seconds slower than my PB, so unbelievable job from him. Definitely about 20 seconds off of his PB. Ooh, Granin taking a death. Honestly, not the worst death to take. Real early in Wily's stage. Now he's refilled up to his 3 lives. So he is, you know, only a screen behind where he was. Honestly, might be a blessing in disguise. You don't want to die deeper into Wily and take forever. And Granin is also on PB watch, I believe. I don't know exactly how long the Wily stage takes. His PB is a 23 something. Nice clip from him there. We'll see the second one here. Great job by Granin here. He's definitely a very solid runner. He's doing a really good job on this game, improving all the time. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see if he comes up close to his PB here. Is Game Boy Mega Man 2's lore canon to the actual storyline? I believe that they do not consider it canon to the storyline, even though it's an official Capcom release. It's kind of funny. It's kind of the black sheep. I don't know if they really count any of the Game Boy games as lore or whatever. I guess 5 as a unique game would have to be lore, but I don't know. The whole premise behind Mega Man 2 Game Boy is kind of like the dumb, you know, time travel. You're refacing these robots from the past, and like that's why you're fighting them from different games. It's silly. I do like the cool melting clocks in the background. I don't know what art that's similar to. I'm not artistically inclined in terms of paintings and such, but I know that is reminiscent of some sort of painter. I don't know. Here we got Granin going into the final boss. Could PB on this, so let's give him his, he could be close to it, I'm not sure. So let's give him our well wishes here. Choosing to not use Rush Jet here, which is kind of interesting. It's definitely slower, a bit easier maybe, but okay, that's fine though. He has 2 E-Tanks. Going ahead and just using it before the Sakugarne, being very cautious. He's got 1 to spare, so let's see what is going on. Yeah, Salvador Dali, thank you so much. Cultured Speed Gaming chat, you are the best. Here we got the Sakugarne pogo stick fight going on here. Good job, getting some good damage. Nice kill, that was very quick. He's going to go ahead and do the refill, and I believe this will be a PB for Granin if he pulls this off. Okay. Oh, so he is choosing to use Rush Jet on the last phase. That's a pretty interesting strategy. I like it. Definitely not the optimal strategy for time, but this last phase is hard to do quick kills on, and that was a 22:59, a sub 23 from Granin. So a PB for Granin Hero. Go ahead and give him your GGs. Also, sorry for calling you Granin all the time when I'm supposed to be calling you Hero. I know you've corrected me on that, and I'm the worst. So, awesome. That's a PB. Let's check with. I want to check with him. Woo! Nothing better than seeing people PB in a race setting. That's always exciting. Unfortunately, taking the loss, but considering the gap in their PBs, not a shocker, you know. But awesome job. If you PB and lose a race, there's not much you can do about it. Look at all that hero support. Unbelievable. 20-second PB with a game over. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's get back to backs. So awesome job. First race here is going to go to Elpis, who had an impressive 1946. If he continues putting up race times like that, he is definitely going to outpunch his 6th seed for sure. And he's probably going to upset a little-known speedrunner named John Carls in the next round if I don't put some serious work in, because holy heck, that was a speed run there. 1946. I mean, hitting frame-perfect screen wraps, just getting optimal boss fights, really just made the game look easy. Even had to fight Metal Man the standard way and not use the glitch, and still pulls off 1946. Unbelievable. So it looks like we'll just be getting set up here for race number 2. And with the way that race went, maybe not a race number 3 coming, which would be unfortunate, but we all want to root for that 3rd race, so we're all getting behind Hero on this one. I feel like we want more content on speed gaming, so let's do this. Runners will have to do another countdown from the Discord, so just letting them get set up. So just a recap of the first race, Elpis just really tearing through the run, hitting 2 different frame-perfect screen wraps along with all of his ladder wraps, teaching the commentator and organizer of the tournament himself a lesson in a bunch of new strats that he's never seen, such as that screen wrap in Needleman, which was really cool to see. Grannon getting a 20-second PB, even though he had a game over. Struggled with a couple of deaths, one in Airman stage, one in Wily, and a couple more in, I believe, I'm trying to remember, Clash Fight. But able to gut out a nice 20-second PB for himself. Does know the screen wraps, so he's definitely learned all the things to do. He just has to put it all together, and already improving himself, improving his PB by just doing this race. So awesome job by him getting the sub 23. We're looking for another PB coming here, Hero. You don't need a game over. We're going to get a deathless PB for you, bud. So let's see how Hero does on the rematch here. Yeah, he definitely is showing that he is a force to be reckoned with. It's the danger of seeding in a tournament like this, because so many people learn the run for the tournament, and clearly Elpis, with the talent well above his PB before he submitted. He had a good PB when he submitted, obviously being the 6th seed, but has already well outpunched that, and just, yeah, he's bopped me with PBs. He's now... looks like he might bop me in the tournament. We'll see. That's going to be an interesting race for sure. I'm getting nervous already, looking ahead to that possible matchup. So he's putting some fear in me for sure. And it looks like we might be getting some more errors in Discord. I don't know. You guys have to hang out with me and just like listen to me talk for a while. That sounds kind of terrible, but you know what you gonna do. What you gonna do? Let's see. Just waiting to figure out what is going on. Let me go ahead and read through the story for y'all. Showing my next... Oh, I'm not... No. I love Infinite Mystery a ton. And Infinite Mystery recently PBing by a bunch. Actually, since the tournament started, like 4 minutes. I just said possible. I said possible next round matchup. Possible next round matchup. So I did not mean to be disrespectful, and I apologize if it came off that way. I thought the possible implied, not guaranteed. So let me see if I can get this story here while we're waiting for the countdown. So the Wikipedia, which we all know is true words. The storyline of Mega Man 2 involves the hero Mega Man battling his arch nemesis Dr. Wily as the latter one attempts to take over the world. This time around, the evil genius has stolen an experimental time skimmer from the world's Kronos Institute. We all are familiar with the Kronos Institute, of course, and use it to travel 37,426 years in the future. Very precise number. Meanwhile, Mega Man is set to investigate an underground passageway containing enemy robot masters from his previous adventures. Mega Man destroys them again and makes his way to Wily's fortress, which contains 4 more robot masters from his past. Once they are destroyed, Mega Man advances and comes upon Quint, a future version of himself. Wily had captured Quint in the future, remodeled him, and brought him back to the present. Is true. After Mega Man beats him, the storyline of Mega Man 2 involves jackhammer weapon to the hero. Mega Man follows Wily to a space station and defeats him. I was hearing my own voice duplicated there. It was very confusing, but I mean, I basically just time traveled myself into hearing myself in the present, possibly